10年早いんだよ。
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and it will be contested under AWL rules. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from the United Empire, the Will Ospreay.
He's back! The Billy Goat, the greatest wrestler in the world today, Will Ospreay, is back in the Animated Wrestling League, making his return at the Contractual Obligation Rumble, where he made it to the final two, unfortunately being eliminated, thrown over the top rope and down to the floor by Devil's Tiger, who is now in possession of a wasted golden opportunity, because his stable, the Black Tigers, already control every belt in the damn company. There's nothing Devil's Tiger can do about it. The United Empire founder, one of the first two members alongside the Dominator, Great Okan, who will be at ringside tonight for a tag match with Cat 22 and Familia. That's going to be coming up a little bit later. But Will Ospreay, back in the Animated Wrestling League, on his way to sunny Australia as part of the Grand Slam Australia tour for All Elite Wrestling. He stops over here in Japan because of course he does. Ospreay, Ospreay. And this is going to be a combination I'm looking forward to, quite frankly.
And his opponent, making his windowing from Yokohama, Japan, representing and accompanied by Ningen Damashi, Osayo of Mission, Yiba Okoji.
There's been a bit of conflict between the United Empire and Ningen Damashi, most specifically William Styles and Satoshi Tobu, in tag action over the last couple of weeks. So now it's the team, well, the team leader and the team founder going up against each other. I can imagine that this is a match that both of these men have been looking forward to. The Scion of Submission, Will Ospreay, not a submission specialist, but nobody who comes out of that British style of training is unfamiliar with submission wrestling, is unfamiliar with techers. Now, this guy is not a Zack Sabre Jr., but he is of that school of Britain, brought up, at least as a child, with that notion of the world of sports style. So this should be an interesting combination. Bang the gong, the match is on, and thank goodness it's happening under AWL rules. And there's the high flying. We start with the endless light, go for the standing star press. Chiba Akagi able to get his knees up to salvage the Tachiai. And first one to go for a hold, it's a bow and arrow lock, a seated bow and arrow lock specifically. By the Scion of Submission, Ospreay able to turn that into almost a double wrist clutch. And takes his opponent over. Regains the plus position. 10 minutes on the clock in this non-title singles AWL rules match. And over the top rope, tornado down to the floor, twisting press by the Billy Goat. That's why we call him the Goat. That's why we call him the greatest of all time. Certainly, I mean, you can have the argument, but definitely the best in the world today. All time, that's a conversation that's way too complicated to get into on commentary on an indie show. But it is undisputable that he's one of the best in the world at the moment. Later tonight, yes, we do have a preview graphic. We know one match that's coming up tonight, and that is Giant Tiger challenges Black Tiger just as Will Ospreay goes flying. It will be Black Tiger cage match rules. That's not BTW rules, but it may as well be. Steel cage, 2 out of 3 falls. Anything goes, no holds barred, no escape. 2 tigers enter, 1 tiger leaves as champion. I have been told, and this is just me asking around the locker room, because I still haven't been given a damn run sheet for this show, that we do know that Familia is going to be in tag action against Catch 2-2 of the United Empire a little bit later tonight. So Will Ospreay hoping to set the pace for his faction. That faction has been going through some trouble lately, and I do need to announce that over in Canada, Mark Davis has been released from his AWL contracted appearances for joining the John Callis. Who the hell is John Callis? For joining the Don Callis family. Mark Davis, Aussie Open, gone from the Animated Wrestling League. So once again, the United Empire down a man. They've lost Callum. Oh wait a minute, was this up, down, all around to a version of a Michinoku Driver. And now that standing dragon sleeper countered with the kicks, countered with the strikes. Both these men, I wouldn't go so far to call them all-rounders, but they're more than people think they are. Everybody thinks Chiba Akagi is just nothing but submissions, but he can strike and he can fly when he has to, and he might be about to demonstrate that right here, right now. There we go, elbow drop from the top. I don't think he got all of it, but he got something. And Will Ospreay, you know, the famous flippy spot monkey, no, he's a lot more than that. He actually knows what he's doing in that ring. He does have a preference for the high-flying, high-impact, but he can do this as well, and those strikes, the not-so-hidden blade, coming out here on the outside. 20 count on the outside, of course. Will more than familiar with that with his time in New Japan Pro Wrestling, a former Best of the Super Juniors tournament winner, former, of course, World's Heavyweight Champion under the IWGP, the International Wrestling Grand Prix, springing up to the top rope, perched like a gargoyle, goes with a flying forearm, as a young man inspired by the great AJ Styles. He has been known to incorporate a Styles Clash and that phenomenal forearm, or his variations thereupon, in his arsenal. And what are we looking at here? Something big, I think. No, gets caught. Fights his way out of it, but up to the black rope. And there's the Os Cutter! Os Cutter, out of nowhere, off of the rope. He usually does that off of the middle of the ropes. And flying kick as well. Highly educated feat of Mr. William Ospreay. Oh, you are not safe out there. Chiba Akagi is in trouble. I think he realizes it. And up, down, all around. Another flying twister press. Lands on his feet. And this time the standing star press. And that's usually a top rope move. Most normal human beings need the height of the ropes to hit that shooting star press. Will Ospreay, he'll just stand there. Unbelievable athlete. And I think I hear some metal clanging going around somewhere. As we're about to hit the first time. So yeah, someone slipped a chair into the ring. I believe that was Satoshi Tobu, the deathmatch veteran. That is not above board. That ain't cricket, as they say. Does anyone say that? I don't know. At least I say that. Looking for something. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Locking on a head and arm submission. And Ospreay immediately, you notice how Ospreay immediately grabbed that shoulder, that right shoulder of his. Damage done there. And if you take away the shoulder of Ospreay, you take away the lifting power. He can still do the Billy Robinson special. But he's going to lose the Stormbreaker. He might even lose the Hidden Blade. Cover. Only 2 with 4 minutes roughly on the clock. Other than the contractual obligation rumble. Oh, there we go. A standing Hidden Blade. And now getting into a bit of a conversation again. Satoshi Tobu Who's not used to this many rules. Rather, getting involved here, pushing the disqualification limit, in my opinion. Chiba Kagi looking for something. Chiba going to be looking, I think, at this point in the match, going to be thinking Manji Gatame. But he's got to know that Ospreay knows his way around that, and Ospreay busted open. Here we go. Manji Gatame. But the man who came through the dojo out in Nakano, in the Noge Dojo, is he able ever to get out of that Manji Gatame? Oh, it went for the leg trip. The drop toe hold didn't connect. Mistimed by Chiba Kage, and Ospreay makes him pay for it. Sashitobu once again getting involved here. That is not acceptable from an AWL wrestler. Collar and elbow. But of course, it's BTW. This isn't the AWL. This is Black Tiger Wrestling. Who cares if it's cheap? Who cares if it's cheating? Snapmare looking back for that seated bow and arrow lock. That was the first hold he slapped on at the start of the match. As we are now 2 minutes and about 2.5 minutes left on the clock here. In the event of a time limit draw, it's a push. Nobody wins, nobody loses. But I know that neither of these two men are going to want that coming out of this. Taking a quick look, and as far as I haven't done this already, because I tend to do this a lot. Oh, look at that. And I think that shoulder's still bothering Ospreay as he's relying on the feet. Chiba Kage comes into this match, 55 wins, 35 losses.
2 minutes left.
Ratio of plus 20. Ospreay, on the other hand, 19 and 10. Ratio of plus 9 in the AWL. Of course, a much bigger global megastar of professional wrestling. Kick to the midsection. Now, will the shoulder hold up for Stormbreaker? He's got him on the other side. Stormbreaker! He stops the waza. 1, 2. No! Did he just not have the lift in that bad shoulder? And again, second time, Satoshi Tobu getting right in Ospreay's face. You can see Ospreay is bleeding from the forehead there. The fans chanting both these guys, both these guys. I can't help but agree with that as the rest of the human soul, Ningen Damashi, scatters. Low flying clothesline with a borderline assist by Satoshi Tobu.
1 minute left.
And the double arm wrench, you can't get a submission on the outside, but you can hurt a man. And that does seem to be the strategy of Chiba Kage. Go for the arms of Will Ospreay. Or as Ospreay's dancing with what brought him to the dance. Some really hard strike there. There's the super kick as well. Standing star with only about 30 seconds left on the clock. Or are they going to have to get a knockout? They're both going to go for the knockout strike here, I think. Or they're going to have to get back in the ring very, very quickly. Irish whip into the crowd barricade. You can see that steel superstructure behind it. Wrist clutch. And into the cattle mutilation. Shades of the now retired American Dragon. And the count is not going to be the problem, but the clock is. Even if he does tap out, it doesn't matter. Not on the outside. This is a draw.
This match has been ruled a time limit draw.
And neither man happy about it. Well, it looks like we're getting a couple of matches featuring the members of Familia tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from Mexico City, Mexico, accompanied by her familia, is the number 4 rank in the AWL Best 4, Majiku 2.
Majiku 2 is in the AWL Best 4 despite being at, I think, the bottom of the win-loss record for everybody in Hontai. 6 wins, including the win that got her into the Best 4. 23 losses, which puts her at a ratio of minus 17. She was put in that 6-woman battle royal fight for 4 match as essentially an object of pity, as like, hey, it might be a fun Cinderella story if she, doesn't get eliminated first, and she goes on to win the whole damn thing. And now we're seeing 2 wrestlers in the best 4 fight each other, and that means rank is absolutely on the line. Everything to gain for Majiku 2, everything to lose for this woman.
And her opponent, making her win the ring from the dark side of the human psyche, accompanied by Yin, she is one half of the original tag team, Yang! She is the #1 ranked in the AWL Best 4, and rank is on the line.
There you have it. It is official. Rank is on the line. If Yang wins this, she will maintain her #1 rank as presumptive #1 contender to the AWL Joshi Championship. If Majiku wins this, she will jump to the head of the line. I am not kidding. There is no shame in losing to a higher ranked wrestler, as #4 meets #1. #1 should win, but if #4 does beat #1, they're swapping positions. AWL Best 4 right now split between Hontai and Strong and Free. Yang at #1, Amy Wade, the True Toronto Star at #2, Dragoness at #3, Majiku #4, but that could all change in the next 10 minutes, or hopefully less. Bang the gong, the fight is on, and a rolling stunner, the Orb of Light, the stunning Orb of Light, and desperation? No, it's not desperation. I think it might be nerves. Majiku 2 has long felt the pressure of being the second-generation wrestler and currently going up against a Gen 1, a Season 0 original here in the AWL. One half of the first tag team ever hired by this company. Only female tag team to ever hold the what are now men's World's Tag Team titles, though that might not be a record that's going to stand forever. That's all I'm going to say right now. Catch of the fist. Grabs her by the mask. A Beal toss. Not trying to remove the mask. Yang would never do that. Yin and Yang, they are, despite being literal opposites, they are both on the technico side of the ledger. As we take a look, AWL Hontai here, Yang, 40 wins, 46 losses, ratio of -6, but that's only her modern career. That's not counting Season 0. So we go all the way back up to Majiku 2, 6-23, ratio of -17. So both these two women, technically speaking, are in the danger zone for Bottomania, but they're also, just by flukes of destiny, in the AWL Best 4. Professional wrestling is probably the most chaotic sport in the history of the world. No matter how much we try to impose rules, regulations, and order upon it, something always comes along to make things weird. And in the AWL, it only takes a few wins to sort of start building that argument to be in a fight for 4. And once you're in the fight for 4, if you win that, you're in the best 4. If you're in the best 4, you're eligible to challenge for a championship. That's just how it works around here. Are we looking for the family flight? The second generation warrior of light. High cross body. She must have jumped a good 8 feet, good 10 feet, something like that. Across the hypotenuse of that ring, more than halfway across the ring. Snapmare takedown, and what is she doing here? What is this? Oh, rolls through, stunner! That was stunning! The Warrior of Light with a flashbang. The best thing I can call that. Majiku 2 showing us moves we've never seen from her before. Into the power slam of Yang. The referee checking to make sure the shoulders are actually down. Yes, they are. Slight hesitation on the referee's part. She needed to make sure that both shoulders were in fact down. That is, of course, Hana Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. And a knee drop right across the throat. Yang getting serious now after seeing that, or feeling more accurately, that flashbang stunner. And there's another one! The Orb of Light converted into a stunner. Her father brought that Orb of Light technique into the Animated Wrestling League decades ago now. She, of course, bringing it to the next level as the generations pass. The sport evolves. Techniques that were match enders a generation ago are transition moves these days. Collar and elbow tie-up, maybe because ancient knowledge has been lost, maybe because the sport is just evolving. Kick from the midsection here, and right hand. Down goes Yang. Majiku 2, not exactly what you'd call a striker, but she goes going for the clothesline, and she's nailing them. Catches the boot, leg sweep. Majiku 2 in control of the Season 0 original of the veteran's veteran of the Joshi division. Stomp onto the elbow. As her brother and father are watching on from ringside. Majiku 2 with the possibility of getting herself a #1 contendership. Up, down, all around, tornado, DDT, lucha libre. Oh, that's an opportunity to fly. Is Majiku going to take advantage? Yes, she is. Tope Su, no! Yang able to sidestep. And just like that, the entire complexion of the match changes. Yang's been on the defense for several minutes. Now she's in complete control.
5 minutes passed.
But allowing the young woman to get back into the ring. Collar and elbow tie-up. She was in Boxomania a month and a half ago. And now she's fighting not an official #1 contenders match, technically, but a match to move into the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4, the presumptive #1 contendership, and another Manjigatame, call it an octopus hold if you prefer. And I do not blame you if you do. 4 minutes and change. Plenty of time here. We still have the Black Tiger cage match coming up at the end of this episode. We could have a title change, but the Black Tigers will still control all the championships in the league. Giant Tiger in the AWL Best 4 because he won the New Year's tournament, a tournament that the grand champion was eliminated from in the very first round via a time limit draw, double elimination with Kid Canada, and a loss that BTJ avenged early this season. But now, oh, beautiful spear as Majiku 2 in absolute peak control here. She is looking to become the 11th challenger to Black Tiger Queen. That's right. The Queen is at V10. 1, 2. But it would be the upset of the millennium if Majiku 2 were able to dethrone Black Tiger Queen, end her undefeated streak, and become the 22nd AWL Joshi champion.
3 minutes left.
And that's not exactly the yin spin, but it does work. The Yangarang, and there's the full circle! Yin and Yang, full circle, 1, 2. Chance of women's wrestling mixing with This Is Wrestling, and I agree on both counts. Over-the-shoulder power slam by the much stronger, more physically imposing Yang. And I think Yang has realized, I really do need to lean into this. I think Majiku 2 has caught the woman from the dark side of the human psyche by surprise a few times in this match. With the familial love boosting her on, belly to back slam. With about two minutes on the clock, in the event of a time limit draw, it's a push. Yang would maintain her #1 rank.
2 minutes left.
We've had one time limit draw tonight. I don't want to see another one, but it could happen. These two, this should have been easy for Yang, but these two have turned out to be very, very evenly matched. And there we go with the hard shot, pulling through. Oh, up we go, up, down, all around with a power slam! Up, down, all around, power slam, down we go, here comes the 20 count with only about 80 seconds left on the clock. Both women want to finish this in the ring. AWL rules in effect. Not for long. AWL rules have become the lower card rules lately. 1, 2. Shoulder up at 2.5.
1 minute left.
As we enter the final 60 seconds, standing star from the featherweight, Luchadora, the second generation warrior of light, a pure technico lineage. Collar and elbow, Irish rip, off of the middle of the ropes, back elbow strike. A traitor's elbow, if you will. Oh, they're looking for a giantess swing. She's got the weight advantage. She can pull this off, but can't afford too many. 20 seconds remaining. There are no further time calls. Full circle! Yin and Yang, full circle. 1, 2, 3. That is it, Yang. Maintains her rank by the skin of her teeth. Precision kicks and the full circle saving the day.
Here's your winner, and still number 1 ranked in the AWL Best 4, Yang!
And Yang notches her 41st win in the Animated Wrestling League. Well, this is the match I thought was going to happen because I heard the backstage scuttlebutt, but let's get to it.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall and will be contested under AWL rules. Introducing first already in the ring, Mashiku, and here, Ken Mashiku, Familia. And their opponents making their way to the ring from the United Empire, accompanied by the Imperial Unit, Japan, the Dominator, Great Khan, the tag team combination of Public Enemy, TJP, Nova, Fire Warrior, Francisco Akira. Here they are. Catch 2.
Former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Tag Team Champions, being accompanied by former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions and the forever KOPW champion in the Dominator, the other founder of the organization, Great Khan. This is going to be an interesting tag match. Imperial rules in effect as far as the tag team win-loss rankings go. The United Empire at 1-0 this season. This is a first match this season for Familia. And it's going to be the father, Majiku, taking us into it. Bang the gong, the tag match is on. Belly to belly takedown by Daddy Majiku, in case when I call him stuff like that. The original Warrior of Light, the most successful luchador to ever enter the Animated Wrestling League. A record length 600 plus day reign with the old AWL Light Heavyweight Championship back before that was merged with the World's Heavyweight title to become what we now know as the Grand Championship, currently held by Black Tiger Justice and will be defended tonight in the main event in the Black Tiger cage. 2 out of 3 falls, no escape cage match. Majiku, his win-loss record in the last few years has not been brilliant. He's been focusing on mentoring his son and daughter. Speaking of which, if you wonder... Oh, wait a minute. Francisco Akira looking to do something not nice. DDT onto the steel superstructure of that 20 by 20 foot ring. Majiku, too, has been taken to the back and is undergoing a quick medical check by Dr. Marcus Feelgood and the AWL medical staff. That's mandatory after all matches here in the Animated Wrestling League. And I find it interesting that the Black Tigers, they've actually not put up a peep of resistance on making sure the wrestlers have Dr. Feelgood at their beck and call. I think I got through that. 13 minutes. Oh, Jeff Cobb coming in. This is AWL rules. You can't just interfere. Cobb now hanging back near the timekeeper's area. Tag is made. Referee acknowledges El Hijo del Magiku, literally the son of Magiku, in control now in the ring before the halfway point of the 20 count. Beautiful height on that drop kick from the Italian representative of the United Empire. Collar and elbow tie-up, spin kick to the midsection. Looking... Oof. The United Empire, they've been down in resources lately. Henare, Callum Newman, injured. Both members of Aussie Open now. Traitors to the Don Callis family. Now traitors to the Empire, having joined the Don Callis family. They are down in membership. They picked up a couple more here in the Animated Wrestling League. The second generation British wrestling stars. Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd, and Emily Nagasaki over in Canada. They might want to start doing some recruiting here in Japan as well, even with the return. Temporary though I feel it will probably be, of Mr. Will Ospreay. He's got a tag team match with Kenny Omega, of all people, against the Don Callis family. Takeshita and Fletcher, elbow drop from the top. And good to see El Hijo del Magiku schooled in the old ways of the Animated Wrestling League. And a beautiful breakup there by the Public Enemy, the Ashwang, TJP. So it's interesting, we've never seen him pull out that Ashwang persona here in the Animated Wrestling League. Takedown into the armbar. Looking kind of for a Fujiwara. Doesn't have the right grip for it. And the head scissors takeover by Francisco Akira. A World Tag League winner, a Super Junior Tag League winner, and he's about to do something stupid. Oh, Tope Suicida lands on his feet like he's just walking down the stairs. Everyone thinks that Tope Suicida is one of the most dangerous moves in wrestling, and it can be if you screw it up. But if you get that move right, by God, you are absolutely safe. You're essentially pushing off of the guy that you're attacking to land on your feet if you do that right. A tag was made there. TJP, El Hijo del Magiku, your legal combatants right now. With 10 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock, plenty of time for these two teams to get this done. Taking a look at the tag team records in AWL Hontai in the men's division. So far, nobody has gotten to 2-0. Nobody's gotten to a +2 win-loss ratio yet. Right now, the United Empire at 1-0 coming into this match is tied with Tiger Mask Double at 1-0 as well. So they're both a +1. We've got Ningen Damashi and Yokai Butai 1-1 at a ratio of ±0.
Open kick, 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
The Black Tigers, the Spectral Envoy, and the very kind assistance of Zidon J, all 0-1. So as the season continues, it's early days yet. Oh, Pele kick! And he actually nailed it. That's such a difficult move to hit. Because obviously you can't really look where you're going, and once you're in the air, you're kind of committed yourself. An excellent strike with that Pele kick. Every tag match matters as far as separating the top from the bottom. And getting yourself that opportunity at the best four. Right now, Yokai Butai, the only team from AWL Hontai in the best four for the men's tag titles. House Classic will be over here next week, I understand, well, it's already been announced. In next week, House Classic will be challenging the Black Tigers for the AWL World's Tag Team Championship. Yokai Butai in at number 2, T49P and the Den of Serpents rounding out the best four over in Canada. And what the hell is going on here? TJP with bad intentions. Super Poison Rana! If you're lucky, that shortens your career. And at his age, Majiku in trouble. Tope Suicida got some of it, but takes his opponent down. And that was not a great landing. That was not what Francisco Akira showed us earlier. The Nova Fireball. And there's that Fujiwara. The full lay back, perpendicular to the body of the opponent. But you cannot get a submission on the outside here in the Animated Wrestling League. Rolling through now. 8 minutes left. And now, oh, beautiful Fireman's Carry takeover, an Atmosphere by TJP. Grabs, go behind. Looking for the tag Kogeki opportunity. Haven't seen too many of those in this match so far. Tag Kogeki, tag team attack, the double team, but an Irish whip into the neutral corner prevents that possibility. El Hijo del Magico taking a second to grab a breath of all-important oxygen as he sends TJP and the Ashwang seeing his own blood right now. TJP is down, TJP is hurt. But he keeps fighting back. He shows that Tokan. He shows that fighting spirit. He is Filipino by ancestry, but in Puroresu raised, influenced by the culture, the fighting spirit culture of Japanese Puro. Of course, he's wrestled all around the world, everywhere from, up, down. Look at that, long way to go for an arm drag, but it works. Everywhere from TNA to New Japan to, I think he's actually appeared in AEW a couple of times. WWE, of course, winner of the Cruiserweight Classic back in the day, the first Cruiserweight Classic, I think. And I'm pretty sure he also wrestled in Chikara at one point as well, certainly in Ring of Honor. So this guy has been all around the world and back again, and he's here in the Animated Wrestling League whenever we can get him here, quite frankly. What are we looking at now? A count. Now, I should point out, when it comes to the win-loss records, everything counts. Pinfall, submission, ring out, disqualification, or TKO. Not going to go for a Tope Suicida. The timing was off there. Irish whip into the neutral corner. TJP looking for something big. Oh, what is he thinking? Springboard. Triangle drop kick over the ropes to the outside. TJP, the veteran's instinct with the innovation of offense of high-flying cruiserweight-style wrestling, simply flummoxing the much younger El Hijo del Magico. Tag in to Francisco Akira, the Fireball. The guy who constantly surprises the New Japan fan base in promos and press conferences by not actually being able to speak English all that well. People assume that because he's a foreigner he speaks English. No, he speaks Italian and Japanese. Italian, his language of thought. From what I've heard, his Japanese is actually pretty good, though. Tag made. Here's the tag Kogeki opportunity. Double big back body drop as the biggest man in the match is sent flying. As we are now 2/3 of the way through the time. I don't know what Mr. Perkins was looking for there, but TJP unable to get the advantage there off of the big back body drop. And now a tag Kogeki opportunity on the other side. Is he going to get it? Yes, he does. Son tags father. Luchadors are known to have enormous children. Big back body drop, a receipt. Like for like. And now El Hijo del Magico, he's going to fly. He hits that Tope Suicida as a crossbody, turning himself in mid-air, standing star press. And that's the type of offense that made him a 600-plus day champion back in the day. Stunner. Hot shot stunner. The United Empire is in complete disarray. Is this the falling days of the Empire? Gravity kick. Always impressive when the father did it, somehow more impressive when the son does it. Less than 4 minutes now. Over the last couple of seasons, Familia hasn't been able to buy a win here in the Animated Wrestling League, but a streak of good luck, including Majiku 2 being in the AWL Best 4. Nasty looking slap right to the chest of the Ashwang. Does seem to be motivating the family, does seem to be motivating the team here. Beautiful standing star press with a bit of a run up. Akira has to come in and break it up. If this had been one-on-one, that match would be over. The ringside, the apron is clear. TJP, even though he's in his own territory, has nobody to tag here. Over the shoulder position. Where's he going? Hot shot right across the top rope. As the clock is ticking down.
3 minutes left.
That is it. Only 3 minutes. All of our wrestlers tonight do seem to be going to the absolute limit of the time limit. I wouldn't expect any 30-second squashes here. No Goldberg specials for this. Oh, look at that. A twisting version of the Juji Gatame. A broken cross, you might even call that. Majiku able to fight his way out, but you can see the damage is done to that arm. And he went for the German suplex, could only manage about half of it. But a takedown is better than nothing, I suppose. Well, I don't suppose, I'm pretty darn sure, as a matter of fact. 2 minutes and change, there's the stomp. Grabs on it, big boot. It's over, he says. Let him make the tag.
2 minutes left.
He wants the rookie, the comparative rookie, but Code Red, a fireball, Code Red, 5-alarm fire, and the referee is... what just happened? Alright, let's see if we can take a look at that again. The referee calling it a TKO. So we did see the exchange of the big back body drops. Now let's take a look here. The Code Red, that hits pretty solid, but there was I think there was a breakup here. One. No, there was. Well, that's what the record books are gonna say, but I'm pretty sure Familia has a legitimate beef here that the referee made a mistake. We'll have to see what happens with that going forward. And now, unfortunately, we must switch over to BTW Wrestling Rules.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it will be contested under BTW rules. Introducing first, making their way to the ring, they are the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4. Fighting out of the unified School of the Tiger style, tag team combination of Spring Tiger, Shin Tiger Dream, together they are Spring Dream.
To wear a mask, to bear a mantle, carries with it the weight of expectation. For these two young women to hold the Black Tigers accountable, they must prevail in tag team action, BTW style. That is the burden of the Golden Tiger mask. But first, you gotta go through the minions.
And their opponents making their reckoning from the front office. Sponsored by the Black Tiger Dojo, the tag team combination of Sakai Reina and Yamada Hashira. Zaido Jay.
And we're going to take a quick look now at the BTW tag rules. 1 fall to a finish. There are no tags, so calling this tag rules, bit of a misnomer. No DQs, no ring outs, falls count anywhere. And there are no Black Tigers in this particular match. The association, the sponsorship does not count. So the 4th rule not in effect here. but it is a tornado tag match. Those ring ropes mean exactly nothing. No disqualification, no holds barred, no countouts, everything goes. Weapons are encouraged. And this fight can end anywhere in the BTW arena. God, I hate calling it that. "15-minute time limit in non-title matches." And immediately we start pairing off, and Spring Tiger, the veteran of the Tiger team, with a high cross body block, taking her opponent over the top rope with her. Yamada Hashira, by far the least experienced wrestler in this match. Good grief. This built to the outside even faster than I expected. 20 seconds into the contest, and we are all over the place right now. Yamada Hashira, 1-1 in the AWL, only her third match tonight. Spring Tiger, 40-43, ratio of -3. Sheen Tiger Dream, 7-4, ratio of +3. Sakai Reina, 7-13, ratio of -6. So those are the win-loss ratios going into this. But due to their victory, their very impressive victory in the AWL Forge the 4 tournament, Spring Dream, undefeated in tag team action this season, 2-0. This is their first regular season matchup, and those two victories, of course, under AWL rules. So the BTW rule set will be the deciding factor here, I think. And of course, Spring Dream, currently the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4. I think that's why this match is happening. The Black Tigers want to send up a barrier. They want to send an obstacle into the face of Spring Dream before the inevitable Joshi Tag Team Championship match. If anyone is going to beat the Black Tigers, we would expect it to be the unified School of the Tiger style. We know that Spring Tiger has a pretty close to even record, career-wise, against Black Tigress, even though Black Tigress was victorious in a singles match earlier this season. Plenty of time here. And remember, everybody's legal all the time under BTW tag rules, or BTW no tag rules, I should say. We should be calling it. So you've not only got to watch your back, you've got to watch your partner's back, and you've got to do that at all times. Otherwise, this match could be over very, very quickly. And of course, Zaidan J defeating a ranked tag team, that would knock Spring Dream out of the AWL Best 4, at the very least drop them down significantly in rank. They could kiss the #1 position goodbye. Black Tiger cage match still to come, I'm being told. Are you actually gonna tell me something? Semi-final? Okay, yeah, being told the next match is the semi-final match of the evening. And then the Black Tiger cage, of course, the Grand Championship, it must be the main event. Going back into the hammerlock, simple move by the giantess Sakai Reina. Fan of old school Joshi Puro. That's evident in her moveset. In her wrestling style, I should probably call it. Apparently, people get pissed if you call it a moveset these days, but you know what? That's what it's called in the game, so who cares? Fire Miss Carry position. Go to sleep. Normally she likes the STG, the Spring Tiger Giri. I think that might have been an STG. I couldn't see. The camera was so far away. That's the other problem with these BTW tag matches. You can't see what's going on. Normally I would tell you to focus on the action in the ring, but that's not the case here. But Sakai Reina looking to come to her partner's aid. There's the tag. Sorry, there's the kick. Sent out to the court. Oh, God, what am I talking about? There's no tags here. I hate BTW rules. I hate calling it. I hate describing it. I hate trying to keep up with what the hell is going on here. And you see a kendo sword, a kendo stick, a kendo shinai, they're actually called, coming into play. Unsurprised with the weapons, and look at that. Standing moonsault, wait, cover in the back. 1, 2. And lucky that Shin Tiger Dream able to escape that because Spring Tiger was not able to get there in time. Now a combination of the atomic drops attacking the spine.
5 minutes. 5 minutes past.
5 down, 10 to go. Oh, here's a cover. Nobody's going to interfere in this. 1. And they're not going to have to, as the Shinai cracks over the skull of the Black Tiger Associate. Zidon J selling their souls that they had. Oh, here we go. Isasawaza. Spring Tiger Giri. The STG Spring Tiger Giri. 1, 2. Giri, of course, meaning slash in Japanese. The Spring Tiger slash. This is not tag team wrestling. What the hell are you people talking about? I love you, but you're out of your damn mind. Well, a lot of yous. Going up to the top. And what do we have here? Oh, huge high elbow. Not going for the 360, trying to get the job done as fast as possible tonight. Only good for a 2 with 9 minutes on the clock. And look at Shin Tiger Dream in the back, just wailing away with that Shinai. But the giantess Sakai Reina gets her hands on it as well. We have a cover. The referee's well out of position, miles out of position. There's a kick out before, a 1 count. That's the other problem. We've only got 1 referee. If you've got a battle on 2 fronts, the referee's going to have trouble keeping up with it. Getting a beautiful aerial view of the AWL Arena. We're not exactly sold out tonight. This is not what we call super no vacancy. Our ticket sales are down since BTW took over. Getting a little inside wrestling for that, a little inside baseball. And there was a 2 count on the other side of the ring that we completely missed because the camera bots were focused over here, and now the referee checking. 1, 2. Spring Tiger kicks out, maintaining the #1 rank for Spring Dream. Now what is this going to be? Pump handle. Oh! Pump handle flatliner by Yamada Hashira. Don't know if she has a name for that. We might find out. And the kendo stick has been shattered in between the bodies of the tiger. How the hell are you counting from that far away, lady? This is getting ridiculous. Finally, everybody gets together over by the international announce table. I don't know why those guys are sitting down. I wouldn't if I were them. Fortunately, I'm here in our nice socially distanced commentation station where it's safe. I'm not down there, thank goodness. Also, I'm a girl now. I don't look good in a suit. Never did. Oh! Somewhere between a stunner and a neck breaker there with less than 7 on the clock. This has just turned into a street fight. Into the crowd barricade goes Yamada Hashira, the much taller Sakai Reina, the 2 office ladies, the OLs of Zidon J. Shin Tiger Dream is down and not moving. She is vulnerable right now, but I don't think the Black Tiger Associates of Zidon J quite realize it. And by the time they do, it's too late. Everybody getting thrown into something. Cover. Sakai Reina covering Shin Tiger Dream for the 2 and only for that 2 count. The final and fatal 3 count could not be registered, and we have the splinters of that Shinai flotsam and jetsam across the floor of the BTW arena. Oh god, sends her flying with enough backspin that Shin Tiger Dream essentially floating in mid-air. That is the strength and power of Sakai Reina. Even the referee doesn't want to get too close to this, and I do not blame the woman. Oh, what do we have here? Shinjinai's Sunrise countered into an over-the-shoulder power slam. Not entirely sure that that's a new generation, but it's certainly a new era in the Animated Wrestling League. The era of the Black Tigers. Cover 1, 2. Nothing Shin can do about it. But Spring Tiger able to kick out right before the 2. I think the Tigers realize we cannot count on each other to save ourselves here. We're going to have to kick out of everything, and if help comes, that's just a welcome bonus.
10分経過、10分経過、10 minutes past.
4 minutes, 50 seconds, plenty of time. The ring doesn't matter. If the wrestlers want to fight there, they certainly can. Gives you the opportunity to climb something. Oh! Saved by the cover almost is Shin Tiger Dream. She's got the high ground. She chooses to go underneath the apron, underneath the ring, looking for some kind of a weapon. And there's the table. The crowd sees it before I do. Bam! Right into the face. And there's the cover. Could that end the match there? Can you cover someone on a table? I don't know. Presumably you can. Two-on-one attack on the taller, more experienced Sakai Reina. There's Yamada Hashira coming out now. Hashira, the sister of Yamada Jiro, the backstabber. Less than 4 remaining, and there's the stomp away. Almost shades of the bloody Death Riders from this. Oh, beautiful backflip, lands on her feet, up, down, all around for the arm drag. Hey, at this point, you go for the cover. Sakai Reina slumped against the crowd barricade. This is almost 2-on-1. It's 1.5-on-1 for the Tigers. Keep your eyes on everything that's going on. We're going back under, and we got ladders. Shin Tiger Dream introducing more weapons here than the Black Tiger Associates are. Irish whip over the top rope. And we have a cover in the back. 1, 2, 3. No.
3 minutes. 3 minutes left.
The match continues. At least that's the one good thing about the Black Tiger cage. We won't have to worry about this, since there is no escape the cage, but the International Equalizer now brought in and taken out just as fast. What is this? Pump handle. Pump handle flatliner, the move that Hashira used earlier. 1, 2. Spring Tiger saw it, decided she liked it. A hard deposition across the top of the barricade. Kick to the midsection, Spring Tiger. She is looking for Tiger's Destroyer! Tiger's Destroyer into the cover. Spring Tiger with a clear shot. Where's the referee? Referee's out of position. 1, 2, 3! Spring Dream of the Unified School of the Tiger style keep their spot.
Here are your winners, Spring Dream!
Black Tigers, beware. Will they rise to the moment? Stay tuned to the AWL to find out. Oh. And apparently we've got an Atomicos match for our semi-final. Sure, why the hell not?
The following contest is a 4-on-4 Atomicos match and will be contested under AWL rules. Introducing first, making their way to the ring for the Unified School of the Tiger style, Tiger Mask 2, Uchi Takuma, Tiger Mask Double. The next generation of the Tiger Mask 3.
Well, here we go. This is our semi-final match, last match before the Black Tiger cage, so we can safely assume that this is intended to keep all the other tigers out of this. The Golden Tigers, the Unified School of the Tiger style, will not be involved in the match in any capacity for the AWL Grand Championship, even to save us from Black Tiger versus Black Tiger professional wrestling self-gratification. Tiger Mask 2, the former Tiger the Dark, Fuji Takuma. Tiger Mask 3, the next generation. And I saw that match graphic the same time you did, for the first time you did. We are going to be joined by the most suspicious of the good guy Tigers.
And their opponent making his way to the ring from parts presumably British but technically still unknown, Saber Tiger Junior. Together they are the Unified School of the Tiger style.
Okay, I'll be honest, I don't get this. I think I know who that is. You think you know who that is. We're assuming he's British because of the Union flag on his tights, on his wrestling trunks. But apparently, we're just going with this. This is Saber Tiger Jr., and this quartet of Tigers will be facing off against the rest of the Black Tiger Associates.
And their opponents introduced themselves, making their way to the ring from the office boy, Yamada, here, and the very kind assistant. They are sponsored by the Black Tiger Dojo. Idol, yeah.
Well, I believe this is the first time we have seen Yamada Jiro in a straight-up match where he is officially sponsored by the Black Tigers, and you'll notice the very kind assistants with those Black Tiger badges on the lapels of their suits. No such marking for Yamada Jiro. Maybe he's not worthy of that rank. Maybe he's just too much of the demoted into obscurity former CEO of Zaidan-J, the founder of Zaidan-J, the Japan Foundation, after Nippon Yokata, the Japanese nationalist stable, fell apart. But then these guys, these Yakuza thugs, ended up taking over from Yamada Jiro in what I can politely call a hostile takeover, and now they seem to have sold themselves out to the Black Tigers. Speaking of whom, the only male Black Tiger not involved in the Grand Championship match in our main event. He is no longer undefeated, but he has never been pinned and he has never been made to submit.
And their partner making his rise from the depths of the Black Tiger Dojo. Devious Tiger. Together they are, Black Tiger Associates.
The backup plan. That's what I'm calling this guy. The Black Tigers realized that as soon as they took over the BTW arena and started throwing their weight around, somebody was going to jump ship. Somebody was going to cross the line from AWL Strong and Free. It turned out to be the Monster Union. And this guy was waiting in the wings to even the odds, to be the difference maker, to be the equalizer. The AWL Commissioner has punished Monster Union, massive fines, and the Den of Serpents being dropped down to the bottom of the AWL Best Four when they had been the #1 contenders. Even in these darkest of times, we have to maintain our traditions. We have to keep doing what makes the AWL the AWL. Even as we're facing sadistic, masochistic domination. And we're starting off with a very kind assistant versus the master of the wild style, of the Tiger style, Tiger Mouse 2, the most recent former AWL Grand Champion. He's thinking, no, I thought he was going for a Spring Tiger Geary, in homage to the victorious Spring Tiger and Sheen Tiger Dream from earlier tonight, but the tag made to the next generation, the student of both the golden and black schools of the Tiger style. But a drop down to escape the sleeper hold. And this is our semi-final match, the Grand Championship on the line in our very next contest in the 2 out of 3 falls Black Tiger cage match. Tiger Mouse 2 wants to get back to that AWL Grand Championship. It took him 10 years to get his hands on it. Had to beat Will Ospreay to become the AWL Grand Champion. And now he wants to be the man that saves the AWL from the forces of the Black Tigers. Taking a look at the AWL Best 4, there are no Golden Tigers in the Best 4 right now. Giant Tiger is number 1. He's going to be out by the end of the night. After that, it's Great Okan, King Akira, Matt Classic 2. None of the Golden Tigers have had that opportunity, but a victory tonight over the Black Tiger Associates, that would maybe get them into the title picture. Who gets a fight for 4? Who gets into the Best 4? Who gets these opportunities? And the title matches themselves, of course, are not, that decision is not made by the Black Tigers. They have a huge matchmaking, match-influencing power now, that they hold the golden power. They've literally rewritten our reality to suit their own whims, but they do not control the title mechanics. They are not a championship committee. That is still controlled by the Animated Wrestling League. That is still controlled by the AWL Commissioner. The only thing the Black Tigers have is they're holding the contenders' titles hostage with essentially, hey, we can technically walk out on your ass with all of your belts and then you're out of business. So until we can solve that particular problem, the Black Tigers will have outsized power, but not complete. They will still have to defend those championships. They just happen to have this situation where it's Giant Tiger versus Black Tiger Justice, 2 members of the same faction. The Black Tigers cannot lose the Grand Championship tonight. Speaking of losing, we seem to have lost all control of this, as the referee is continuing to count, as I believe it is the very kind assistant and Tiger Mask 2 who are still legal. Flying forearm, and I will remind you, the very kind assistants see those Yakuza tattoos on their backs. Not trained professional wrestlers. These guys are bouncers, they're street fighters, they're gang members, they're thugs. Drop down into a hard right hand. Can you believe that once upon a time you got disqualified for doing that? Yeah, neither can I. Irish whip into the corner, 16:33. Plenty of time, 20-minute time limit in 20-minute time limit in matches that are longer, shall we say, or bigger, shall we say, than 2-on-2. 20 minutes in trios matches, for example. And we are going to be having our King of Trios tournament, KOT 2025. It's going to be coming up in about a month and a half's time. Swing and a miss there by Tiger Mask 2. That could be a fatal mistake. The 2 men reaching for the tag, and it's Saber Tiger Jr. We do know that the Black Tigers will be fielding 2 trios teams, so we presume that's going to be BTJ, Giant Tiger, and Devil's Tiger on one side, the VKA, and Yamada Jiro on the other. But we'll have to see on that. The Unified School of the Tiger style, they will be involved as well as Saber Tiger Jr. We know very little about this man. He's only had a couple of matches here in the AWL, but he has won more than he has lost. And he's also teamed up with Tiger Mask 2 and part of in the Tiger's War as essentially an associate member of the Unified School of the Tiger Style. I don't believe he's actually graduated from that dojo, but he does seem to be a very well-trained professional wrestler, even though he doesn't seem to use traditional Tiger style.
Open cake, 5 minutes. 5 minutes passed.
15 minutes on the clock, all the time in the world here. It's a very kind assistant. Very kind assistant. They love to go for knockout victories, and you can win this match by knockout. They love the Yakuza kick, the appropriately named Yakuza kick in the corner. They also love a good cheat shot. Just like that with 14 and a half on the clock. Oh, here we go. This is just a gangland beating right now. 14 minutes, 23 seconds, plenty of time. Why are you counting along? You're only encouraging him. Saber Tiger Jr. and the very kind assistant. The one in the ring are the legal fighters right now. Devil's Tiger coming out here, trying to maybe force a count out. The Black Tigers, they don't care how they win, they care that they win. They have no honor, no sportsmanship, no sense of integrity whatsoever. It's their defining trait. They're defining traitors is what they are. And Fuji Takuma, desperate for a tag. He's the closest hand. Saber Tiger Jr. more than happy to get it. Springboard, flying forearm, and the VKA taking down the man who's still trying to literally find himself after losing his mask. And in comes Devil's Tiger, the newest Black Tiger in the world. Fuji Takuma, 58 wins, 47 losses, ratio of plus 11. But all of those victories, all 58 of those victories, as Tiger the Dark, the last Black Tiger of global wrestling monopoly, and the Tiger's Den. What he calls himself the last man to earn the Black Tiger mask in the old style. And I don't know much about what little I do know about the initiations of the old Tiger's Den, it's not pretty. It's one of those things you either pass or you don't make it out of there, essentially. Your career is over, and not by your choice. Collar and elbow. Into the far corner. Isolating the Devil's Tiger, still unpinned, unsubmitted, but not undefeated. Devil's Tiger 1-1 in sanctioned AWL matches. Black Tiger Bomb! Or should I say Dark Tiger Bomb? Not that long ago, it was Fuji Takuma with the only win that he's gotten since losing the mask. It was a tag team bout against Devil's Tiger and Giant Tiger, and it was Giant Tiger who got the pin. And what are we seeing here? A little bit of a tag Kogeki, up, down, an assisted backdrop moonsault onto Devil's Tiger. That's why they're former AWL World Tag Team Champions. Into the cover, 1, 2, and a kick out. I think the foot might have been under the rope there. Wouldn't be the first mistake the referee's made tonight. I can tell you, Familia has filed a formal protest over that match with Catch 2-2 earlier tonight, and we will probably have something coming out of that in the future. Although with the Black Tigers in control of non-title related matters, I don't think it's going to be anything the Familia is going to want to look at. Irish whip across the hypotenuse and a big boot into the corner. There's the Yakuza kick. 1, 2. Tiger Mask able to kick out of it just barely before that final and fatal 3 count could be registered, as the referee trying to maintain order using the weapon of the disqualification 5 count. Springboard, another flying forearm. They may not have a deep reservoir. Oh, who the hell do you think you are, Kamen Rider? They may not have a deep reservoir of moves, but the BKA, they know what to do with those very well-trained bodies of theirs, honed on the streets, honed in back alley gyms owned by their various organizations with which they are affiliated. Collar and elbow into the Oh, no, thought he was going for the neutral corner. Instead, a pullback into the knee lift. And now, Kamigoye! Trying to surpass the Tiger Gods himself. The very kind assistant, raining down blows. Tiger Mask trying to fight back to control. Oh, look at this. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful leg hook backdrop there. And now that's how you surpass the Tiger Gods. The Kamigoye. Up, down. Tiger Mask 2, he's in control, but he needs to make a tag here, I think, and I believe he realizes it. And we have a tag between the generations. Tiger Mask 3 in control now. And if the BKA didn't realize what's going on, he does now. Up to the middle rope. Used to be the red rope of the Hinamaru, now it is the black rope of the Black Tigers. Devil's Tiger is the legal fighter. Devil's Tiger, just the size, the height, the weight, the power mismatch here is insane with 9 minutes and change on the clock. And now he's going to fly. And that was a mistake. No water in the pool as Devil's Tiger splashes down dead center of the ring. Right onto the plywood that's under that canvas. And a nasty, nasty looking pounce. Shades of the Giant Tiger, actually. Tag made, and Yamada Jiro, I think this might be the first time Yamada Jiro's been legal in this match. And Tiger Mask 3 does not give a shit about him. Off of the ropes. Oh, there's the kick. Yamada Jiro, who I've just been trying to read his body language this whole match. He's not happy. He is not happy with the fact that his organization. Fujitakuma Tiger's feint kick. Some call it the area code kick now. So that's the original Tiger's feint kick. Irish whip, reversal, double reversal, break of the wrist lock. Fujitakuma in control, going for the neck breaker. No! Hidden blade, the shot you don't see coming, and bam! With the tornado kick. Couple of good hard shots. Up we go, back elbow escape. And down. Deep in enemy territory. And Yamada Jiro, I don't think he realizes the tag was made. He's looking for Fujitakuma, but he gets kicked by Tiger Mask 3. Irish whip across the ropes. They collide mid-ring, nobody with advantage. Oh! Yamada Jiro able to take down the Saito suplex. Into the cover, 1. And Pandemonium gone wild. Saber Tiger Jr. taken down. Right hand, and what do we have here? Leg sweep. Nice looking leg sweep. The STO, the Space Tornado Ogawa. Both men trying to find advantage, and there, you've got it with the drop kick and busted open. And Tiger Mask 3 saying, I don't care, bring in one of your goons. We are ready to rock and roll. Kick to the midsection. And that could have been an ego-driven mistake. The impetuousness of youth still running through the veins of Tiger Mask 3. Irish whip into the corner, Yakuza kick, and the referee with no option but to call it a knockout, and that one I think was actually the right decision. Let's see if we can take another look at that. We can. Damn.
Black Tiger, Austin. All hail the
I wish you would stop saying that. Now, Black Tiger Queen reveling in ultimate victory tonight. Because no matter what happens, the Black Tigers still control the Grand Championship.
The following contest is your main event of the evening, scheduled for 2 falls, 2 submission and knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Grand Championship inside the Black Tiger Cage.
As you can see, the Black Tiger cage has been lowered down from the ceiling of the arena. The challenger, by custom and tradition, makes his way out first. One half of the tag team champions of the world. And as you can see there, the mark of victory, the Oshogatsu Taikai Yushosha Beruto. The New Year's Tournament Victor's Trophy that he will carry no matter what for a full calendar year until the 1st of January 2026. Winning the Oshogatsu Taikai gave Giant Tiger an automatic berth in the AWL Best 4. This is essentially him cashing in his championship win. Every man wants to be champion. Every wrestler, regardless of gender, regardless of division, weight class, singles, tag team, nobody cares. Everybody wants to be the top champion. Everybody wants to be the grand champion of the world. And even if it's your own tag team partner, a man like Giant Tiger has no problem going through Black Tiger Justice in order to get to it. But it was the Queen's decision that that cage is hanging above the ring right now. I'll point out Giant Tiger using the music of Tiger the Dark as he comes out here. And there we see another double champion. Every Black Tiger except for Devil's Tiger, holding at least 2 belts here in the Animated Wrestling League. Most of them, both of the women at least, holding 3. AWL Grand Championship that is on the line tonight. He's holding the other half of the tag team titles. I don't remember the last time we had the AWL World Tag Team Champions facing each other for another title, especially the Grand Championship. I'm pretty sure that has never happened. There's never been a faction that has held every single championship in the league. The Black Tigers making history and possibly disaster in the process. And there you have it. The crowd not happy. This may be the BTW arena with the Black Tigers win, but the fans not on their side. The people not behind the forces of evil. And this is for the Grand Championship. Official introductions, please.
Introducing first the challenger. He is one half of the Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions and the Nissan Niju Gonen Oshogatsu Taikai Yushosha, Giant Tiger. And his opponent, he is one half of the AWL World Tag Team Champions and the reigning defending Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion, tonight making his second title defense, Black Tiger. This is a Black Tiger cage match under the auspices of the Black Tiger Dojo, the Black Tiger Queen presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL official Hana Balaganush in charge.
Well, this is also a sanctioned Grand Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League. But it is the Black Tiger Queen who made the call as the cage lowers around the ring. "30 minutes on the clock. 2 falls, 2 submissions. You cannot escape the cage. There are no holds barred, no disqualifications, no escape, no running away. Now, traditionally in a Black Tiger cage match, a victory of 2 falls to nothing means that you take your opponent's mask. But apparently, according to Black Tiger Queen, it is custom and tradition, it is law of the Black Tiger Dojo that no Black Tiger may take the mask of another. Which only goes to show how they didn't consider Tiger the Dark to be a true Black Tiger, because Giant Tiger had no problem taking his mask. Vertical suplex position, and into almost a brain buster. And I'm going to remind you, these 2 men, 7 days from tonight, and hopefully actually less than that if I can get back on schedule, 7 days from tonight, these two have to defend the AWL World's Tag Team titles against the father and son team of House Classic, Matt Classic 2. That's going to be... They're going to have to keep this 100% professional, and with what little I know of both of these men, and I thought I knew Black Tiger Justice a lot better than it turns out I did. With what little I know of these men, that's going to be difficult. They take things personal. Back elbow strike by the champion. Black Tiger Justice, the smaller of the two men, in pretty much every way, I've been told. He has one and only... Oh, no. I hate when he does this. Oh, I don't even care that he's doing it to BTJ. That is still horrible. How is that not a kill shot? I mean, he's got a kill shot. I've seen him use that Deucalion-esque choke breaker. Ugh! Snap. Oh, God. Honestly, pin him on his back, you could do that and get away with it at that point. It's cocky, it's arrogant, but he can back it up. Giant Tiger, honestly, if Giant Tiger wins this, he's even a more dangerous champion than Black Tiger Justice. Black Tiger Justice may hold the record for most title defenses in a single reign at D10 with that Grand Championship. He is now a two-time champion. It's only the second defense of the current reign. His 12th title defense as Grand Champion overall. But Giant Tiger could be an even more formidable force, in my opinion. And they're pretty close. It's actually only Black Tiger Justice's extreme experience advantage. Oh, wait a minute, looking for the Tiger Destroyer. Can he get it? No, he can't. Black Tiger Justice comes into this match 88 and 52 in his AWL career, plus 36. Whereas Giant Tiger is 30 and 11 plus 19. So they're both well on the positive side of the win-loss records, the win-loss ratios. And another brain buster! That was a pure vertical drop brain buster. Shades of Ishii Tomohiro, who I believe will be in the King of Trios tournament as part of the conglomeration. Oh, there we go. Pulling back on the ropes. This is good. This is illegal in traditional wrestling, completely valid under BTW rules and in the Black Tiger cage. Remember, the first fall doesn't win you the match. You have to beat your opponent. Oh God, he went over the top rope. Wrestler's instinct, and you could hear that crash as he rolled through, thinking he was going to roll to the outside over the top. But Giant Tiger goes crashing into those solid metal bars. This is not chain link fence. There is zero give in any of that. The black steel of the Black Tiger cage. Crashing into the back, into the head. Uh-oh, are we looking for something inescapable? Yes, we are. The inescapable Black Tiger Salt into the cover. The referee observing from the outside makes the count. Having to go with a verbal count. AWL Hontai, senior official Hana Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, watching on. There you see her in a traditional American-style cage match. She would be there to open the door if a wrestler called for the door to be opened, but to facilitate escape. But that's not an option here. Wait a minute, Black Tiger Buster! He originally adopted that as an insult to the Unified School of the Tiger style. Now he's just doing it and getting a deep 2 count in the process. I'm going to say they're chanting, "You're not worthy," and I concur. They are not worthy of the AWL Grand Championship. They are barely even worthy of being in the main event, the two of them at this point. Mongolian Chop! He will receive a cease and desist order. Uh-oh, what's this going to be? Nothing. Thinks better of it. Maybe forgetting he can't escape here. I'm guessing there's going to be a cease and desist order from the great Okan over the Mongolian Chop. Which, of course, he has exclusive right to use. But I don't think the Black Tigers give a damn about the lawsuits. The poison run and misses. And this is the danger going up against somebody in your stable from your own dojo, because They know your tricks. They've trained with you. They've traveled with you. They've honestly ate, slept, worked out, trained, done everything together in the dojo. Tiger's Destroyer's second attempt, and this time he hits it. Into the cover. There's no rope breaks here. 1. Black Tiger Justice finding it hard to believe that the Tiger's Destroyer, the move that actually ended the match for Spring Tiger earlier tonight, doing nothing, not even getting the first fall. In this match, using the cage to balance himself wisely, I think. Elbow drop from the top and no water in the pool. He comes crashing down into absolutely nothing. Does Black Tiger justice as Giant Tiger, living up to his name now. Just cocky, arrogant. This little man is the AWL Grand Champion. This little man is our field leader? Bullshit, says Giant Tiger. I'm thinking Giant Tiger's been believing that he should be the one in charge for quite a while now. He was in the Black Tiger dojo before Black Tiger Justice. It was him and Knight's Tiger, the man that he eventually, I'll just say it, killed. They were the Black Tigers until this little bastard turned traitor at Sakuramania Wrestle Genesis last year. Coming up on the 1-year anniversary of that, Black Tiger Buster! He slots him out the Black Tiger Buster dead center of the cage. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's got to be like 2.95. I couldn't see the referee. No, both these guys suck. Both these guys suck, and I think we all know it. Collar and elbow, Irish whip, off of the ropes, and oh, German nearly sending the head of Giant Tiger right into the cage. There's a little bit of a gap between the ropes and the metal, so you can still spring off of the ropes, but not by that much. 21 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. A simple shoulder tackle. That's how powerful Giant Tiger is. Able to take the AWL Grand Champion off his feet with a simple shoulder tackle. Oh, what's he thinking? He is thinking a camel clutch. Old school submission. And you can lose a fall by submission. This is where the psychology of 2 out of 3 falls comes in. Do you gut it out and risk injury? Or do you tap out to force the break in order to continue a little bit later? That's what's got to go through the mind of anyone who's trapped in a submission hold in a 2 out of 3 falls match. We're nearly 10 minutes into this. The one and only champion's advantage is that if this goes to a 30-minute time limit draw, the champion would retain automatically. It would be considered a second successful title defense. Bulldog out of something. A desperation bulldog by Black Tiger Justice, looking for the classic Black Tiger suplex holder. 1, 2, no! But those are deep 2 counts. BTJ getting some deep 2 counts here. Leg is caught. Right hand, nothing fancy. But because he doesn't need it, Giant Tiger looking, he slots the was a Black Tiger Dorope into the cover of the Black Tiger drop. 1, 2, 3, no! This is 2.99999 ad infinitum copyright Excalibur. Stepping through now, looking for the Sumatran stomp. Grabs the arms. Is that once the arms are grabbed, there's nothing you can do. Your face is going into the canvas. Oh, he could cover him here, but he's not going to. Black Tiger suplex holder. 1, 2, 3, and that's the first fall.
The winner of the first fall, Giant Tiger.
This is now must win for Black Tiger Justice if he wants to keep that C next to his name, the C for champion. He's now got to win 2 straight falls. And right now he's thanking whatever black gods he believes in, whatever dark spirits empower the Black Tiger Dojo. He is thanking them that masks are not on the line because his mask would be in jeopardy right now. And with the Black Tigers, that's a death sentence. Well, what do we have here? And elbow drop from the top, and assist from the cage for stability. Giant Tiger, not a high flyer, but with a cage, essentially something to grab onto so you don't fall off of the top rope. That's giving him opportunity that he wouldn't have normally. Rights and lefts. It's turning into a slugfest rather than a wrestling match. Springboard again! Assassino! Unable to hit the Poison Rana, but this late in the match is going to go for the cover anyway. 1, 2. Ring the bell, I just heard.
Winner of the second fall, Black Tiger Justice.
We are tied up 1-1, and Black Tiger Justice just won a fall with his ass. That's what this has come to. That's what all this Black Tiger nonsense has come to. We're winning with our bottoms now. 17 minutes, 38 seconds, all the time in the world. Snapmare takedown. Off the ropes, and boom, running single leg drop kick right to the temple. The mask will provide some protection there, but not much. Quick look behind, make sure he's still there. Leg drop from the top. That's a career shortener, that's a spine shortener. But it lengthens the title reign of Black Tiger Justice. Proving himself to his queen. Both of these Tigers left everything in the ring, but your final result, 2 falls to 1. Victory to BTJ.
Winner of the third fall in the contest, and still American Grand Champion, Black Tiger Justice. All hail the Queen.
Well, these two are going to have to pick themselves up fast, because next week they've got to defend those tag team titles. We'll see you then. Corte de Imarida.